Ready or not, here I come. Greetings again, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Joel, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So now I'm proud to bring to you my final review of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. And here we go with a kind of won't be the shortest review of all of them, since this is one I have not seen all completely. Nightmare on Elm Street from 2010, directed by Samuel Baer, best known for directing music videos like Smells Like Teen Spirit from Nirvana and American Idiot from Green Day, plus lots of other music videos back in the 90s and the early 2000s. After having a modest success with the Friday the 13th reboot the previous year, Michael Bay's company Platinum Dunes reteamed with New Line Cinema to bring us a reboot of the film that had recently celebrated its 25th anniversary the previous year. Anyway, now of course it's set in a fictitious town of Ohio, Springwood, where a group of teenagers living on one street, Elm Street, and they are stalked and murdered in their dreams by Freddy Krueger, played by Jackie Earl Haley, who the previous year played Rorschach in Watchmen. And they discover that they all share a common link from their childhood that makes them the targets for Krueger. Well, I'm going to try not to do much of anything. We start with this girl named Chris, and she meets her friend Dean at the diner. But he falls asleep, and he meets Freddy, who tries to get him to calm himself, and he does. And, ooh, really got hurt there. Well, more get involved, like Jesse, who wants to be Chris's ex-boyfriend, and then the girl named Nancy, parent after Nancy, the heroine of the original movie. But, well, the person who plays Nancy, Rooney Mara, not even close to it. From the way I see, not nowhere good like Heather Langenkamp was. Now, the other cast includes Thomas Dekker as Jesse, Kellen Lutz as Dean, and Katie Cassidy, who, of course, most of y'all know her from being on TV's Arrow, as Chris. Also in the cast is Clancy Brown, who did lots of movies and, of course, still does the voice of Mr. Krabs on SpongeBob SquarePants, and Connie Britton as Nancy's mother. Well, this Nancy's last name is actually Holbrook. And Connie Britton's character is Dr. Gwen Holbrook. Well, apparently, they soon learn that Freddy Krueger is after them in their dreams. So, apparently, Jesse keeps Chris company until Freddy comes along and cuts her in a sequence that was factually close to being similar to Tina's death from the first movie. And anyway, and soon Jesse gets arrested after he escapes, and Freddy gets him as well. I'm going to try not to give all the movie away. I'm just going to tell some of the details. Soon, Nancy and her friend Quentin later gets the story of Freddy. They discovered that they and their other two friends, attended Badham Preschool. So there was a groundskeeper at the preschool, that happened to be Fred Krueger, who was accused of sexually abusing the children. Well, she explains that Nancy was his favorite, and that she came home one day and told her mother about the things Krueger did to her in a secret room. So Miss Gwen alerted other parents including Quentin's father, Alan, and Chris's mother, Nora. But she tells the teenagers that Krueger escaped before he was arrested. So she does not believe her and attempts to track down the remaining kids from the school. She discovers that all of the other kids have been killed, most of them in their sleep, and after Jesse's death, only she and Quentin are left. So they try and do some stuff, and they both now have micro sleep episodes and dream while awake. To try and stop them, they decide to go to the preschool to learn what they can, but Nancy is attacked on the way. But she pulls a piece of Krueger's sweater out of the dream world into the reality. And Quinn takes Nancy to the hospital where he steals adrenaline to help them stay awake. Finally, at the preschool, they uncover Krueger's handroom and the evidence that proves he did indeed abuse all of the children. And then they realize that Krueger wants revenge on them for telling the truth. So Nancy decides to pull Krueger out of the dream world and into the real world. Well, Quentin tries to stay awake long enough. So apparently, he goes after Nancy and explains that he deliberately left her for last so she could stay awake long enough to become comatose. And Quentin awakens and uses the adrenaline to wake Nancy, who then pulls Krueger into reality. And soon they manage to torch the secret room. And well, but Freddy was not seen again. He was never found. And Nancy's mother is killed. Much better than what we saw Nancy Thompson's mother kill in the end of the first one, because this one was an ooh, that's gotta hurt feel to it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to try and give this another chance and watch the movie in its entirety. I've heard this movie really got dissed big time by critics, and I know lots of horror lovers didn't have much love for it, but from what I'm seeing, I think it's okay, but I don't know. I think I'd rather watch this than over Freddy's Dead, thank you very much. But anywho, would I recommend this? Not exactly. Unless you really want to. But I doubt it's more no than yes. So, don't bother with this one. However, this film did go on to become the most successful in the Nightmare on Elm Street series worldwide to date, surpassing Freddy vs. Jason. So, that's about it. That's about all I can tell you about this. Now, I do think, while it may not be as good as, may not be no Robert Englund, I will say Jackie Earl Haley was definitely pretty good as Freddy, but not as good as Robert Englund, though, okay? Robert Englund is still the one true Freddy Krueger, thank you very much. But Freddy was pretty dark in this, though, so I gotta give him credit for that. I think most of the other characters are, in a way, sort of bland and what have you. I'd say only Chris was probably a real likable character, though. Oh well, nobody's perfect. I wish we had more, but we just didn't. Oh well. But anyway, that's gonna do it for Nightmare on Elm Street 2010. What did you think of the movie? Please feel free to let me know in the comments section. I'm sure a lot of y'all didn't like it as much, and I can completely understand it. Will that be out phrase in my ranking? We'll see when I do it tomorrow. So stay tuned for that coming up. Like and subscribe to my channel and be a part of the Big D Nation. Sorry, I don't want to do my salute with the glove on again. Sorry. I'm just gonna take out. There we go. The Big D Nation, and get ready for more rankings and reviews. Yeah, here I am without the glove. Don't worry, I'm gonna be slipping it back on one more time when I do the Nightmare on Elm Street ranking. So, anyway, be sure and stay tuned for that. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.